Well, what's up, everybody? You know who I am. This is TJ64. This is basically part 2 of my series. I'm making a Bandwagon fan video in Charlotte, North Carolina. Basically covering the Bandwagon fans or my experience of Bandwagon fans in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is my city. So let me explain this again before we get in the main video. Obviously, I'm not going to say here, bro, I said that horribly. What I'm trying to say is, I only talk about the bandwagon fans in my city. I'm not talking about for everybody else. And number two, I'm not saying whoever team out the cover. I'm saying I'm bandwagon fans. I'll give you an example. When I talk about the 49ers fans, I'm not saying everybody on the 49ers or Cowboys fans or Chiefs fans or bandwagon fans. I just let everybody, the diehards, know. You should know. Be aware. You have some bandwagon fans on there, like dick riders. They'll hop on. If that team started losing, they'll hop on the other team that started winning. Because I guarantee you right now, the Tennessee Titans, as of right now, they only have one win of the season. They had one of the worst point differential in the league. At Cam Ward gets his stuff. At Cam Ward gets a better supporting cast. The Titans started to win games. Oh, you gonna see Titans. You gonna see Cam Ward jerseys everywhere. Yeah, selling like hotcakes. Yeah, them jerseys be flying off the shelves like hotcakes and stuff. You be like, what the Titans? I did not see y'all last year and the year before that. Not the diehards, bandwagoners. Because speaking of previous experience with bandwagon fans, let me tell you something about well, of course, the Seahawks are doing good right now with Sam Darnold. Well, they're most likely they should make the playoffs. Let me tell you this, before Russell Wilson, the Legion of Boom, Pete Carroll, even though Pete Carroll was there before Russell Wilson came here in 2010, you had Matt Hasselbeck, of course, the one year with John Moore, 5-11, 2009. Mike Holmgren, Hasselbeck. Who else on that Seahawks team? Logan Tutupu. I think I pronounced his name right. If I did, just let me know. Who else on that Seahawks team? Sean Alexander. I forgot that. Ken Hamlin, I think that's his name. If I'm wrong, just correct me. Back before the Legion of Boom came, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, all those. Bobby Wagner, Bruce Irvin. Who else? KJ Wright. I think that's his name. If I'm wrong, just correct me. All them Legion of Boom players. Michael Bennett. Boy, they got, if I'm wrong about the names, like I said, just correct me. But you guys know what I mean. It's amazing me because like I said before, I see Seahawks, of course, when they're losing in 2008 and 9, I see some Seahawks fans. I see some Seahawks game. Their stadium was at least have near sellout crowd because the 12th man, duh. So of course, I remember 2012 when they won that Super Bowl in 2013 over the Broncos. That's all you see was Seahawks fans this and that, taking over away opposing team stadiums and stuff. Like Seahawks fans, let me be clear, this is not against the diehards, bandwagon fans. Because I definitely remember seeing some bandwagon Seahawks fans. Because I remember there was a site about them. Because all you see, Seahawks fan this, Seahawks fan this. Like, where the y'all came from? Sorry. Yeah, I need a haircut. If I know. So, yeah, keep your comments to yourself if you got something to say about the hair. So, yeah. Going back to that. Now, of course, once the Seahawks, after the 14th, make the playoffs, but once the Legion of Boom starts to age and all those players left and the defense got worse. The bandwagon fans hop onto another team. Because the Seahawks so good, even amongst Russell. So yeah, that must be real. Diehard Seahawks fans experiencing losing season before excuse me, a hiccup. Like I said, 2008, 4-12, 2009, 5-11. 2010, even though they missed the playoff, make the playoffs 7-9. Same thing again, 7-9 in 2011. think Ray rest in peace. Tavares Jackson was their primary starter that year in '07. Of course, Russell Wilson, of course, was. I don't know why they thought Matt Flynn. They pay him that money after this game against Detroit in Week 17. And of course, Russell Wilson beat him in the starting gun. They traded him. Anyway, and I don't want to make this video too long. You see, Seahawks fans, Giants fans, not the bandwagoners, not the diehards. I know somebody's going to sit here and say, what are you talking? I know someone's going to not going to understand the video. But the diehard fans know I'm not talking about them. It's the bandwagoners I can't stand. You guys know when the Giants won those 2 Super Bowls, 07, 2011. Yeah, once they started not winning, yeah, the bandwagon started winning. And once the Giants not in primetime games, of course, I remember, even when they were not winning, 14, 15, well, they were winning 16, 17. At least 1 or 2 primetime games, to be fair, because the Giants, they're in New York, even though they play against New Jersey. But you get what I'm saying. It's still the Giants. Now, let me ask you this. Speaking of the Giants, I asked somebody, not about the Giants. I asked a girl I was dating at the time. She was about my age. I asked, she claims she claimed that she's a diehard. She said she was a diehard. God, I forgot what team she said she was on. Really? Diehard Steelers fan? Dude. Girl, I talked to her. She's a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Because, of course, she's from Pittsburgh, obviously. But I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about another Steelers girl I was talking to at the time. She claimed she's a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Like, okay. Diehard Steelers fan. I asked him about, do you know about James Harrison? Never heard of him. Okay. Do you know about who Bill Coward is? Never heard of him. Troy Polamalu? Never heard of him. Mark Woodley? Brett Kiesel? I can go on and on. Mighty Mouse? Hines Ward? Who else? The Bus? Jerome Bettis? Willie Parker? I can go on and on. Santonio Holmes? Mike Wallace? Antoine Randall Ale? Never heard of him. Antonio Brown? Never heard of him. Who else? Heath Miller? I know I'm missing somebody. Mike. What's that office? Alan Finnegan? If I pronounce this name, I'm sorry, Steelers fans. One of the best offensive linemen playing for the Steelers at the time. Who else? I'm missing somebody. God, oh my God. And I said Troy Paul. James Harrison, Mumar Woodley, Ben Roethlisberger, before Ben, Cardell Stewart, Tommy Maddox, Charlie Batch. Never heard of them. Who else? I know I'm missing somebody from the Steelers. Because Mike Tubman was there. Dick LeBeau. Never heard of him. Le'Veon Bell. Because I'm not going to talk about the current Steelers team. Because, if you're not going to know... Because if you're not going to... Because a bandwagon fan is not going to remember all those... If you're a bandwagon Steelers fan, you're not going to know all those players and coaches. I've said before. The diehard doesn't remember most of them. Don't know who Terry Bradshaw is. Don't know who is Chuck Noll is. Don't know who's Franco Harris. May he rest in peace. Don't know who Lance Swall is. John Stallworth is. I know Let's go on and on. Yeah. Stupid bandwagon fucks. Like I said, dick riders. Anyway, I don't want to make this video long. And by the way, you see some gameplay videos soon. I might show off a little bit of gameplay of Millennium Square Painters, but that's not guaranteed. But anyway, see you guys later.